Hi, this is Sharon at Fitinfun.com, and I'm showing you the front page of my Behance account where I keep my photography. I researched a lot, and there's a lot of places that you can put your photography, but the reason I chose Behance is because it is directed to creative professionals in various fields. And I guess there's other similar programs where you make up projects, and each one of these projects has a bunch of photos to them. They end up coming up here pretty much randomly. I think you can resort, but generally they just pop up in the order that you did them. And what I've done to make this channel or section of Behance for me more understandable is there was a thing that said collections, and I've created collections for a lot of what I do. And so the first one is about me changing, because this whole reason I'm on the internet is talking about what happened to me since I lost a lot of weight. If you take a look at my first night at Manhattan project, you can see what I used to look like. And this was about 40 pounds down on my weight. And then I have some other, like this one, I'm a work in process. I have a couple of these, and they're just again showing what I was like way back when and what I am like now, which is a little better, I think. So when I put a reference to this section on some of my obesity videos and things like that, and I'll say just go look here, and they come to all these projects. So I'm not just referring them to one photo or one project. They get the whole shebang when they get here. And then the other collections that I've created for the moment are my Fitinfun videos. There's only 3 there, but there's really a lot more, and they're not all collected on Behance, but these are the ones I have so far. Commercial freelance work is the projects that I've done for other people. For example, these top 3 are my local Coronado Union 76 gas station that I take pictures of a lot, and I'll talk about why sometime, I guess. But at this point, I made these 3 projects. One of them is the portrait shots, which mean, portrait, standing up. Landscape shots are the ones that are long on the, they stand wide along the horizon. And then the third one is Coronado Union 76 at night, and I chose my darkest shots and my nighttime shots to put there. One reason I did that is that I have a glitch with Behance that my photographs in Lightroom, where I process my work, look one way, and then I upload them over here on Behance, and things change, such as the exposure. They get darker. The colors sometimes are not the same, so I can look at my photo on the same screen in Lightroom and on the same screen in Behance, and I see 2 different photos. And at this point I'm just trying to not let that bother me, but to create as best I can. So one of the things here is that the night shots, the dark shots, I lighten them very severely compared to what I would normally ever do. And I also have to then tweak it, because the shot you see right there, for one example, on the left side of the shot, it's basically almost black. If you could see it better and larger, which I'm not going to do right now, you'd see that there's some detail in there, but it is very dark. And then in the far distance is another sign from a different store. So I want to bring up that detail and show it as best I can, but at the same time I don't want to blow out the gas price, which is obviously the sign on the right is the point of this particular photograph. So as you can tell, if you look at my art posts relating to Camille Pizarro, one of the things I've decided in my life is not to get technically crazy. I'm an accountant. I could spend forever learning how to do photography and how to make it look exactly the way people tell it's supposed to be, and understand what the white balance and the exposure and all the details of that stuff. And if we ever look at Lightroom, boy, are there some details. But what I've chosen to do instead is do what I can do and get the message out, and worry about the quality of the work as far as expressing the image and expressing the message, But I'm not worried that the image itself is quote-unquote perfect, because if I did, I'd be a nervous wreck, and I'd never get there, and you'd never see anything. And I'm trying to get my message out, so that's what I'm doing. And there's a little tour of my Behance and a little bit about how I'm doing it. If you're interested, please check the bottom links. I've given some how-to tutorials on this and other impressions of Behance on my website. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're fitting in fun in everything you do as well.